Crime Chat is where it's at. We talk about crimes, and that's that. Ding! I love it. I love it.
So today we're going to talk about Gareth Williams, and I want you to, Lisa, close your eyes, and I want you to imagine, I'm going to explain the scene to you.
Okay.
It's August.
Okay.
We're
My birthday.
We're in London.
Okay.
And we're in a heat wave. Okay, it's real hot, and you're getting home to your flat. And for us Americans, that's your apartment. And everything is exactly as you left it this morning when you went to work. Nothing is broken, nothing's stolen, nothing's out of place, no signs of a break, nothing's wrong, right? It's exactly as you left it. You make your way to the bathroom, you turn on the lights, and immediately your eyes flit to the bathtub because there's a big red duffel bag that looks completely stuffed. And you're like, huh. So you get closer to it and you notice it's padlocked shut. Yeah. And just to be clear, that's not a normal bathroom accessory, right?
Yeah, no, I don't have duffel bags in my bathtub.
Just making sure. Now, inside the duffel bag is the naked body of a British intelligence officer.
What?
This is his flat, by the way. It's not yours. Just trying to set the scene there. This is where he lived, all by himself. And there are no DNA anything anywhere. There's no DNA prints, no blood, no anything. Not even his. On the bathtub, on the light switches, or anything.
Huh.
Now, this is Gareth Williams. He was young. He was 31 when he died.
Okay.
And he was a mathematical genius, a prodigy. He was kind of a loner because that was his thing. He loved what he did so much. That's what his focus was in life, and he was perfectly okay with that. Because of that, because of his job, and I'm going to get into it a lot, but because of his position in his career and how he was found naked, stuffed in a duffel bag, padlocked from the outside, with no DNA evidence anywhere.
Professional.
There's so many speculations. This is still unsolved. And this was in 2010.
Ugh, I hate that word so much.
It's weird because there's so many weird aspects to this. So, what I think is really cool about this specific case, and cool is a weird thing, but if you're listening to crime podcasts, you understand. Cool, we understand cool, not because we want to do it or whatever. It's an intriguing, fascinating idea or circumstance, whatever. He lived like a block away from all these like really historically significant London sites.
Okay.
Like think Sherlock Holmes. Think James Bond. I mean, like all of these things, and he's a government intelligence agency. He's a spy. I mean, so it's all very intriguing to go down these rabbit holes of speculation and how he died, possibly because even the coroner couldn't figure out how he died.
Oh man. If you stump even the coroner.
And you had professional experts, like yoga experts and Pilates experts and things like that, try one of them up to 300 times to put themselves in the same bag, not the same bag, but like the same one, bought the same one at the store kind of thing, and tried to put himself in the bag. And he couldn't do it. 300 times he tried to do that and lock, like you have like the zipper pulls on the outside and put the little padlock through that and lock. You can't do it yourself. Let me go through. Okay, before I get into all of that, because I'm jumping way ahead. So let's
I have a thought, but I don't know if I'll be getting ahead to you.
Let's learn about Gareth, because he was a significant human being. So he was brilliant. Like I said, he was a mathematical prodigy from childhood. He grew up in, I believe, is it North Wales? And his family was very tight-knit. They were very close. His parents were very supportive of him in all that he did. And so he latched on to math. He was good at math. And that was his life after that. I mean, he graduated with his bachelor's degree, that's collegiate level, at the age of 17. And then quickly got his master's by the time he was 21.
Wow.
He is remembered by people as being a loner and very kind of socially awkward. And I have a quote here from, it was a news reporter. It's in our show notes. But the quote is, quote, "He was a loner with few social contacts. He struggled to make friends after being catapulted into the company of older people at an early age. His only real interest was maths. Socially, he was awkward, but very nice," end quote. So I'm sure you know someone like that. I mean, I can immediately think of someone whose only focus is on that one thing that they're so good at, and you can't even comprehend it, you know? They're at a level you're like, you can try to explain that to me, but it's like, no. Yeah. That was him, and the government took notice of his skill, and they wanted him. Mm-hmm. And so he got a job with the GCHQ, which is a government communications headquarters in Britain. So real high up. And for Americans, because of course we're American, to kind of have something to relate that to, think of the NSA or something like real top level security people of
so
our
not
government.
Quite CIA, but up there.
Up there, more like behind the scenes, but yes, up there. Not so much out in the field doing stuff, but
right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Giving the information to the agents on the field kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like here's the info, go do it now, or go get them kind of thing. Yeah. He was a code breaker. He was the one who would be able to look at all these like gibberish things to you and me kind of stuff and be like, oh, well that says blah blah blah. You know, like they're gonna meet this time, that time, whatever. It's the, I don't know, this group or that group kind of thing. Go get them, you know. Mm-hmm. And so I'm curious because I don't know, obviously the whole point of having secret service or those kind of top secret agencies is so that you and me, you know, the normal people of the world, don't know all the secret things. But I don't know. I think he was up there and he knew these high top secret things. So I don't know. I'm kind of struggling to understand if he's 21 years old. I think back to when I was 21. Mm-hmm. And you're kind of just starting to understand adulthood.
Yeah, no, your brain is not fully developed even
right.
until you're 25. So, like,
right.
the fact that he's doing this 21 kind of blows my mind. Mm-hmm. Like, I was like, let's go get drunk. Like,
exactly,
you know?
Yeah. Or, shoot, I can't even imagine having, like, espionage responsibilities on your shoulder at I don't know. Yeah. So this is kind of blowing my mind just because of how young he was, but I've always thought, you know, age is so stupid. As, you know, an adult, just like, anyways, that's a rabbit hole. So his work was described as world class, which as intelligence terms is like the highest praise you can get kind of thing. Like you can't get higher than that kind of thing. He was really good at his job. His coworkers, his bosses, his managers, all that kind of stuff were like, he's so good at what he does, but he had just gotten hired. He'd only been working there for like 2 years. Okay. And like, we need him on our special ops team. We need him, but he's so young. You know, like they were struggling with that too kind of thing. But they got him, it was secondment. Secondment was the word that they used, and so I had to look that up because I'm like, all of these words are British, and I'm like, I know they're words that are in English language, but I don't know what they mean. Yeah. So I looked up this word secondment because they put him on secondment. Secondment, it's one word, but it's secondment. to work at MI6.
Oh.
So he still worked for like the mother company, the GCHQ, but then he was like contracted out kind of to work for MI6, which was the special,
the CIA.
Right? It's like super secret. So he was contracted out to work for them for a week before he died.
Wow. He must have found something.
That's where the speculations kind of go crazy, because he was working on a Russian espionage case.
Huh.
Yeah.
This is getting my conspiracy theory juices flowing.
And remember, there were no prints there. I mean, like, it oozes professional.
Yeah. No, I mean, absolutely a professional job.
But you haven't even heard all of it yet.
Oh.
So, hold on.
Okay.
Because I do have my DSM here, you know.
Oh, okay.
So there's something happening.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. So we have just a little bit about him outside of work as an adult, because we learned about him as a kid. You know, he was kind of socially awkward loner, completely obsessed with maths.
I love the emphasis on the S.
Maths. But he was nice. I mean, everybody was like, yeah, he's a nice kid. He's just kind of weird. You know, that was kind of as a kid. Right. As an adult, he didn't make great connections socially. Like, it was hard for him to make friends. Same kind of thing, because he was just so into his work, into maths. You know, he just loved what he did so much. He didn't really care so much, according to people's observations of him, to be social or to have friend groups and go out and date. You know, he wasn't into that.
Yeah.
So, why was he naked? Why, you know, there are, when 8 days later, no, back up, because there's so many things that are wrong right now with what needs to come out of my mouth, because 3 things are bad right now, other than him being dead. Okay, remember, he just started his new job at MI6.
Yeah.
His new whatever assignment, right? For a week.
Okay.
He's been there a week. A whole week goes by after that 1 week where he doesn't show up to work. He misses meetings. He misses deadlines, and nobody reports him as absent. Nobody reports his anything. And he has a superior. He has someone he's supposed to check in with. Nobody reports it. Nobody calls in on him. Nobody checks, like, nothing. For a week.
Okay.
And once they finally started like, hey, where's Garrett?
So they did eventually.
Eventually.
Okay.
They called the police. Said, can you go check on him? But remember, he doesn't have he maybe doesn't have any friends, you know? And his family's not in London. They're in North Wales. So it's not like he has people around him that are constantly like, hey, how you doing? Or, you know, that kind of stuff.
Right, but if you have a superior, like, you would think that, so this is getting good.
That's the first one. So he was missing for a week until someone finally called the police. Then the police take another 8 days to even go and check.
Okay, so now it's 2 weeks. Oh, okay. I have more thoughts.
Okay, do you remember at the beginning when I had you close your eyes?
Yes.
Describe the climate.
Hot.
It was hot, right?
It was hot.
It's hot. We're in a heat wave in London. It's August. Okay. When the police finally get to Garrett's flat, the heater was cranked all the way up.
Okay, so he's like liquid.
He was extremely in a state of decomposition, like extremely so.
Yeah.
So this was not, in my opinion, an accident.
Yeah, no.
This screams not an accident.
Yeah.
GCHQ the super special secret people, right? The government agency, have said this was just a terrible accident that happened.
Okay, like nobody believes that. Like nobody believes that. That's not.
Why would they say that?
That's
Why
not,
would they say that?
That's not because they did it, obviously.
But why? He was so good. He was so good at his job. What do you? Maybe he uncovered something.
Yeah, he was really good at his job. He uncovered something, and they were like, "Oh fuck, we don't want to be that good, right?" And so I don't know. Maybe he got spooked, or they delayed calling the police because they didn't want the police to find him too fast because they'd already stuffed him in the duffel bag and cranked up the heat, right? And so they were like, we want to make sure he's like actually really dead, like for real, before the police find him. Like, this guy has to be dead. And then I don't know what the fuck about the police waiting 8 days. I mean, it's the UK. Like, they couldn't even go to poor Neville and June Bamber's house because they were waiting on guys with guns. So
there are some things that need to be addressed.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sorry if you're from the UK and you're listening to this. I apologize.
London is a lovely place.
Don't come at me, okay?
we have questions for the way things are done.
So I don't know if that I don't know if them waiting a week was a GCHQ thing, but definitely the week before they called the police was definitely planned. 1,000%.
Yep. So I'm gonna go back. My notes are kind of scatterbrained. That's just my head. So we have the poor coroner. She was the only one that was really trying to figure things out, and she's the court reporting notes that I was reading say, quote, the coroner was not impressed, end quote.
You know what? Fair.
She said this, quote, stretched the bounds of credibility, which I put is British legal speak for absolutely not. This is not going to work out, you know? Yeah. This is not going to cut it.
Nope.
And I put WTF. Police didn't secure the apartment until 8 days after his death. What? So again, people could have been coming in. People could have been doing stuff. People, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, this just goes back to, I mean, I'm just going to go back and forth between this and the Bamber case. They bumbled that up too. So, you know.
Bumbling Ron?
Bumbling Ron.
Is he on this case too? I didn't get any of No, I did get one, but that was later in an update, so I'll get his name.
When did this occur?
2010.
Oh, okay.
He would be really old.
Yeah.
But it would
be even more bumbling.
Maybe. He didn't learn from his mistakes. We don't know. Okay, so I did want, and I'm going to go back to a couple of things in a second, but with the heat. Okay, I looked up the average temperature in London during a, quote, heat wave.
Okay.
Don't laugh, because I did. We live in
I'm already
southern United States. Okay, we get hot here. The heat wave that's so hot can get up to 93 degrees.
Oh my god.
Fahrenheit.
Oh my gosh.
And I kind of, laughed out loud.
Well, okay, so let's think of the UK. So they are, I don't know if this was back in 2010, but I do know that they have, like, AC limits, or they don't run ACs.
I did have that thought, too. A lot of them don't have ACs.
Okay, it's 93 degrees, which I'm like, only 93? I mean,
that's
okay,
warm.
like, I'm having a bad time, but, like, I'm not...
That's not a heat wave.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna, like...
Talk to me when it's 115. Yeah. That's a heat wave. But, yeah.
But, yeah, so, really hot, but they also can't run their AC because they're trying to save the planet. Which...
Okay, fine.
Don't come at me, please, okay? We're not... This isn't that kind of show.
I just laughed out loud because you had these people, like, I looked on Reddit because, okay, look, I know Reddit is by people. People put in their own things, but that's what I wanted. I wanted, like, an actual, people reported, what is a heat wave in London, kind of thing. What have you experienced kind of thing. I didn't want, like, AI generated. Typically, it says, because even the weatherman can get it right here at my house. So I wanted people telling me what is the weather like during the hottest time of your area. So that's what I got from them. And they were like, oh, I just can't stand it. And I'm like, girl, please. But I understand the whole AC thing is a different situation. Everyone in the United States has an air conditioner. Yeah. So we are definitely blessed and fortunate there.
Yeah.
Most of us anyways, I would say. So average highs in August in London are 73 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh my God.
That's what it is right now in February.
That's like, it's perfect. Oh my God. It's just, I want that every day of my life.
So that's, I just wanted to look that up because I was like, so how hot was it exactly? But okay, so it's hot, uncomfortably warm, and the temperature, his heater's up in the house. So definitely intentional. Even when the police didn't secure the scene, they didn't go in, they didn't check things out because they were like, I don't even know. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't have a good excuse, whatever it is. Evidence arrived late. They weren't securing evidence.
Bumbling Ron
I'm telling
there.
you, I know. I'm making connections now to Bumbling Ron.
Yes.
Did he hand deliver it? Did he paint the rusted...
Did he paint the suppressor?
Exactly. Did he wipe down the tub?
Oh my God. Did they find a suppressor in a closet in Garrett's?
They might later. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, so evidence was late. Witnesses, because everything was so like high security, you had like an odd witness testimony secret thing. Like they wouldn't show their faces, but they were still called to testify, so they had like
oh yeah, it's like black and
right garbled voices and screened over so it was a very peculiar case in that sense, but they were still witnesses to him and his work behaviors and that kind of stuff.
So no forced entry.
I
mean, the CIA has the MI6 would have his apartment key.
Or be able to pick a lock. They're code breakers. They're secret people.
Well, yeah, that too.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
It's just bizarre.
I've set the stage in my mind.
Yep.
I can see what happened.
It's bizarre.
What I think happened.
But I'm not done yet. Okay. So there's a whole other wrench.
I will save
in the case.
Oh, is it a monkey wrench?
It is a baboon wrench.
Whoa, okay.
And I want that image in your head.
Okay.
Because what do baboons have?
Big pink butts.
Yes. What? Yes.
Is it weird that I got a little excited? Not sexually, okay? I want to make that very clear.
So, keep that in mind.
Okay.
I still have my DSM. I haven't consulted yet.
Okay.
So, we have, government is saying it's an accident, which everybody with a clear head is saying it's impossible.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So, what are speculations? What are the theories? Foreign intelligence assassination? Maybe. A sexual encounter gone wrong? Maybe.
I mean...
Because? Was he into bondage? Claustrophilia? Sure, why not? He had looked at 2 pornographic sites.
Oh my God.
In the past 5 months.
What?
Dealing with bondage and claustrophilia.
Sexual deviant, case closed.
And that literally that was the first kind of tipping point for the tabloids and the news media. And then the police released or presented a photo of his closet full of 20,000 British pounds, that's money, not weight, worth of high fashion, unworn, unused, still packaged, women's clothing in Garrett's size.
Okay. So, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Do you like the baboon wrench?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so he... Just a lot of thoughts. Just,
go for it. Yeah, lay it out.
Okay, so... Oh my word. 2 porn sites in 5 months. I mean...
Just...
Whoa. I mean, whoa.
Yeah, I know. I know, shocked.
Do you kiss your mama with that mouth?
Whew.
Like, ooh, man. So there's that.
Clutch your pearls.
I don't know if you guys can hear it through the microphone, but there's a lot of sarcasm in this room right now.
It is saturated in here.
Yes. Anyway, if it wasn't clear. So sexual deviant, and just completely unworn women's clothing. So clearly he liked to dress up as a woman, even though he never wore the clothes. He was clearly thinking about it.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, obviously, I'm going back to Bumbling Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Bumbling Ron comes in and he's like, I know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna pretend. Let's play pretend. He was a sex freak.
Mm-hmm.
So
clearly, I mean, yeah, there's so much evidence of that, right?
So yeah, so you know what else would be cool to make it spicy?
Yeah.
He was a sex freak who liked to dress as a woman while having sex.
Yeah.
I know. Mm. Let's buy women's clothing. But then he bumbled it because he kept it all packaged. Mm-hmm. And I mean, at least take it out of the bag.
Yeah.
Rumple it up a little bit, make it look like he could have run it through the dryer.
Yeah. At least one thing.
Do something. You don't just leave it, I mean, I feel like...
new.
Like, was this an intern? Like, the intern, was sent to, deliver the women's clothing, and then, they, he came back and was like, so what happened? And, they were like, damn it, Ricky, you were supposed to open the bags.
Take the tags off.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why his name is Ricky, but...
It's just, all Rickies are like that. So. Sorry if your name is Ricky, but you're like that.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
So, 20,000 pounds worth of high-end fashion women's clothing and shoes. Untouched, basically, unpackaged. So, immediately, right, to a normal person... I hope, with common sense in their brain, you would think, if it's unopened and unworn, why are we jumping to the conclusion that he wants it on his body to wear?
I'm assuming that everyone jumped to that conclusion because that's what was reported.
The media completely ran with the fact that he's this BDSM submissive transvestite women clothing wearing in the closet spy.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And so that's what everyone believed because that's
of course, because that's what is being reported now.
Okay. Yeah, because
sensational.
Everything we hear on TV is true. That's what I learned.
The internet never lies, and TV's always true. Yeah. So poor Garrett, because now his entire life is completely just trashed. And to be fair, if he wanted to wear a dress in his own home,
cool.
Who cares?
Yeah, cool. But you know what? If he had wanted to wear clothing, he would have worn the clothing.
Right. It wouldn't still be in its packaging with tags untouched.
And no other clothes around? Like, were his clothes in the closet, or was the closet empty?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Yeah. But it gives the impression that that's all they saw.
Yeah.
So, interesting. The coroner again, was like, that's stop it. She was like the voice of reason throughout the whole thing. She was the only one.
I like her.
Yes. She's the one who literally, okay, if you're unfamiliar, which I'm surprised if you are, but if you're unfamiliar with what a coroner is, the coroner examines a dead body to find out anything that's wrong with it that is normal or isn't normal at the time of death and right after, to figure out if there were nefarious things going on or if it was natural and things like that. You get cut open and all your pieces come out or around, and she figures out if it's normal or not. So the coroner says there was no evidence of sexual motivation. I'm not sure how she did that, but she's the expert and I believe her. She says there's no pattern of risky behavior. There's no interest in enclosure fetishes, which is the claustrophilia. So like being in enclosed spaces really would be claustrophobia, being afraid of being in closed spaces, but claustrophilia would be being sexually excited by it, you know. Mm-hmm. While his history on the internet is a little suspicious.
Question. Do we know when he visited these sites?
I'm sure we do, but it wasn't stated on any of the documents that I saw.
Okay, because they had 3 weeks total, right? Before it was even,
but nobody did anything in those 3 weeks. Yeah.
Well, what I'm thinking is if it was the GCHQ done it, right?
Yep.
Then they could have gone on his computer or logged in remotely to his computer and went on any old site. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, oh hey, bondage. I love bondage. Deviant. Oh my gosh.
That turns me on, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. So, the coroner is honestly Garrett's biggest champion at this point. Mm-hmm. Why did I don't know? There was his first manager, his superior person, the person right after that he answered to at MI6, and I believe he was questioned. He's like, why didn't you look in on him? Why didn't you ask him earlier where he was or check on him or something? He was new to your team. He's only been there a week, right? And he said, well, I just assumed that he was away for a legitimate reason. I can't really remember. He said that on the stand. And it's this guy is dead and you could have figured that out a lot earlier. But yeah, that went on in the courtroom. Again, the coroner, not impressed. So 8 days later, police finally secure it. We have late evidence. We have the agency designed to locate or notice missing people. Didn't. Yeah, this whole thing is fishy.
Yeah, no, it very, very heavily smells of fish.
Yes. So the coroner, she has ruled officially Gareth Williams' death was 3 things: unnatural, likely criminal, and almost certainly involved a third party. She believed Gareth entered the bag alive.
Okay.
But someone else put it in the tub and likely locked it because he couldn't have done that, right? There were scuff marks on the tub's ledge. So, he would have been heavy and they'd have to push it over, kind of thing. Okay. So there were, scuff marks on there, but no prints.
Okay.
So if by some stretch of the imagination he had done it himself, I don't know why the scuff marks would be there, but he would still have to, anchor himself somehow, palm prints on the side of the tub to get in there, and who's gonna wipe them down after?
Yeah, so the scuff marks would make sense too if he was
pushed over into the tub.
Yeah, or even if he had to push himself, I feel though too.
If he had kind of sat in it.
Yeah.
And then okay, a sled situation, yeah. And gotten in there and wiggled. Could be. Oh, and just a side note, he was an avid cyclist. He loved riding his bicycle. So he was very
physically fit.
Yeah, toned and stuff.
Okay.
So that's out there too, just putting that there. There were no alcohol or drugs in his system. There was no alcohol or drugs in his system.
Okay.
And she has decided his death was either suffocation or poisoning.
Okay.
But because he was so badly decomposing already, it was nearly impossible to tell.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
So it's still completely, it's technically still an open case. And we're not done yet. We're almost done. But they can't figure out what happened because the government is honestly trying to cover it up. I mean, I'm fully convinced of that. But he was working on a Russian espionage case. Could it have been Russian spies? Could it have, and then the government's trying to cover that up so that they can figure out what he was working, like, who knows if it was like hush this so we can keep working on that angle.
Okay.
Or, I mean,
there
who knows?
There was no blood, there was no...
Nope.
Okay. I mean, except for, like, what oozed out of him.
Right. Okay. Nothing...
Well, he was decomposing.
No... Nothing in the apartment, like, drips or spatter, nothing. No trace of anything. And so, I'm thinking, well, clearly whoever it was is wearing gloves, is wearing gear, because even like sweat droplets or skin cells or hair, you leave DNA everywhere you go. And if he's this high clearance of a government official, they're going to have their people combing that apartment.
Yeah.
So either there was evidence.
Yeah.
And they got it. And now it's not there, so of course there's no evidence. Or there was evidence and they cleaned it up. Or there was no evidence because the person who did it cleaned it up.
Yeah.
But I am fully convinced you cannot commit a crime and leave no DNA. I just, at this point, you can't.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I mean, I don't know. I would be willing to bet a lot of money if I had it. I don't, but that would... I just think that's impossible to do.
Yeah.
So, we have the coroner, who's our champion of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Who is finally just kind of exhausted by bringing out the truth, honestly, every time.
Yeah.
And on the stage, her voice is like, breaking and cracking because she's just like, I'm tired of telling you guys, that's not okay. And so she said, the most fundamental questions remain unanswered. That's a quote from her.
Yeah.
That's the case of Gareth Williams. Now, we do have an update in 2023, November. We have, the case had gone cold, of course, but his family was not satisfied, clearly. So they wanted a review of the case, and so it was launched in 2021. So the results were presented in 2023.
Wait. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any video of the goings-on around the apartment? Was there anything, like...
Nope.
Did they try to get something? Was there record of them trying to...
Everything is so tightly covered because of his classification.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's annoying.
Mm-hmm. Which is why it's so frustrating, because the people who probably have answers aren't saying anything because it's so like... need to know, it's government official business. Like, this guy is dead.
Yeah.
Do you not care?
He had a family.
Yeah. I just, that bothers me so much. It's like, what could be so not important, but so big, so whatever, that you can't just help this, like, what happened? Just tell us what happened. Tell us who did it.
He probably found internal corruption.
Mm-hmm.
He found someone out inside the GCHQ, and he found out what they were doing, and they were like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're supposed to look at things outside of here.
Right, don't make us look bad. We
can do whatever we want. Don't make us look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, like, I have a theory
Go for it.
in my head. Okay, so, again, he must have found something out, made them look bad. So, they went to his apartment to chat with him about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, but they, like, had the plan in their head this whole time. Yeah. And they, like, if it was poison, I mean, they can do, like, the little, like, needle stick. It's, like, the hairline stick where, like, you can't even see that shit, especially if he's, like, you're never going to see that needle mark anymore.
Right.
Because he's decomposed. Yeah. So they can do that. I mean, it's MI6, like, they can...
It's James Bond. They can,
yeah,
they have
they can
gadgets.
do everything. Yeah. So, I mean, we've only seen movies, but,
right.
like, I'm sure that, you know, most of that stuff is actually a thing.
Pretty accurate, yeah.
So... yeah, so they killed him in a way that nobody would know. They waited a week because maybe he wasn't dead yet. They wanted to make sure that he was dead when he was found. They didn't. That's why they cranked up the heat. Probably they went in there to talk to him about it. That's why there was no forced entry or whatever. You know, and then they wanted to know what he knew. Right?
Right.
He probably wasn't expecting anything, or, like, he was just like, oh, yeah, you know, okay, like, let's talk about what I found. You know, this is what I found. And they're like, huh, okay, we see. And then I don't know, it must have been, like, a quick needle stick or something. Because if the body didn't have any trauma or anything, it's not like they hit him over the head to knock him out or whatever, right? So it had to be something, like, he had to be fully healthy and alive and not hit or whatever.
That's why she said it was either poison or suffocation.
So it could have been, like, a needle stick or something, or they slipped something in, like, a drink or something, and then they put him in there, and then just to make sure that any, like, marks that would show up on his body, like, he needed to be, like, liquefied. And they were probably wearing, like, there's probably gloves and, like, the little booties on your shoes. So that's why there was no prints, no evidence. They cleaned up really well. Although there probably wasn't that much stuff to clean up, honestly. If it went down the way I just described, there wouldn't be much anyway. And they just, like, left. And they just locked the door because they probably had a way to, had a key. Because, again, it's MI6.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm surprised MI6 hasn't already, like, stormed.
You're right. Like, we heard us. We heard our name.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can definitely see, I mean, of course, like, a James Bond movie is playing out in my head, right? So, yeah, I see, like, just needle mark under the hairline or poison in his drink or something. And then
which would be impossible to check afterwards.
They put him in there, and even if he was still breathing, they shut the duffel bag and padlocked it, so maybe he did suffocate. Yeah. Maybe he did ultimately suffocate because he was inside of a thing, right?
And if you're compressed that much...
yeah, you can't really breathe.
Yeah.
So either they poisoned him, and he was already dead when he went in the duffel bag, or they just... I mean, I feel like his body would have had some kind of sign of a struggle if it had been like a fight to get him in the duffel bag. So he must have been, I mean, maybe he was dead when he went in the duffel bag. Maybe, I don't know. But, like, they put him in there, and then they had to put him in the thing, and they padlocked it.
Yeah.
Or, so another theory that's completely different than that is Bro thought that he could be like Houdini.
That's funny because there was a quote from one of the experts that tried to do it, tried to get in the bag like 300 times. He goes, this is something even Houdini couldn't do. But also, there were 4 keys to that padlock. Like, they come in sets of 2,
Oh, okay.
So there were 2 sets of 2. One of those pairs of keys was in the duffel bag with him. The other set was outside, like, just on a key ring.
Oh. Okay. So, maybe...
I know, right? It's like...
maybe he did... I don't know.
But you also have to remember, he's this awkward guy.
Okay.
If what you're saying about a coworker coming over, right, and it's like his job now, big boss is saying, go get info, or whatever, kind of thing, he's probably not going to be very good at picking up on social cues.
Yeah. Because
we're kind of getting a picture of who he is, right?
Right, yeah.
He may be on the spectrum, and he may just kind of just be about maths.
Yeah. So,
right?
Like, my colleague wants to come over and talk about what I found here. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it could be that. And you're wearing weird shoes today, little booties. That's cool. Let's talk about my newest, whatever, kind of thing. Like,
yeah. Don't look at the booties. What's 2 + 2?
Exactly. Oh, math.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, I think that's totally legitimate in thinking that. I also think it's absolutely ridiculous to think this was sexually motivated.
Yeah.
But I think there's definite cause for concern in that it was a cover-up.
Yeah.
Because of the weird... I don't know. It's just... It feels so out of ordinariness for him.
Yeah.
To have this part of his life.
He was obsessed with math. If he was obsessed with Houdini, there would have been also...
Right.
Like, to be to the point where you want to, like, try to emulate Houdini, like, there's gonna be somebody that's, like...
books of
he
escape.
really loved Houdini, and he would always talk about, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. So, like, that makes less sense now.
Right.
Yes.
Or your internet would be, your search history would be all about escaping and in different tight spaces. If that was something he was into.
Yeah, you would look it up, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be about porn sites and that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me thinking that because I don't have those fetishes and things, but...
It is weird, though, that there were 2 keys in there with him. Because that's what originally, like, led me to think, like, Houdini, because, like, maybe he had a friend or something, and, like, okay, 2 keys are in there with you, but you gotta figure out how to get the other 2, and to get yourself free from whatever.
Oh, so you think it was, like, he did go in there willingly?
Yeah.
But it was a challenge kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's another thing that I'm thinking about. But I mean... The GCHQ CIA of it all makes me think that it was just that they needed to get rid of him and they needed there to be no trace. And what's the best way to get rid of evidence on a body? Make sure that shit is decomposed.
Right.
So that you can't find stuff.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. You have the DSM-5, though.
I do, because I was going to further... prove, loosely worded proof, that I don't think it was a fetish. Okay. So we have fetishistic disorder.
Oh. From
the DSM-5. Diagnostic criteria. Wow, my words right now.
Hold on. Fetishistic, is that like for like all fetishes, or is this just like a crazy...
I will soon tell you.
Okay.
There are 3 diagnostic criteria for fetishistic disorder. A, over a period of at least 6 months, recurring and intense sexual arousal from either the use of non-living objects or a highly specific focus on non-genital body parts as manifested by fantasies, urges, or behaviors. So that's the first criteria.
Okay.
So I'm going to pause on that one because that if we're playing the part of, yes, he is the sexual deviant, right? And he has this closet full of thousands of dollars. In American US dollars, it's like $32,000, right?
Damn.
Of high fashion women's clothing and shoes. And he has this recurrent, again, back to DSM, recurrent and intense sexual arousal from these non-living things. Is it just by looking at them?
I mean, no, he'd probably have to take them out of the bag at least.
I mean, usually, and again, this is from observational and things I've, watched on TV and things like that, so take it as it is, but it's like the feel and the texture that arouse people with these fetishes. So, okay, that's A. B, the second diagnostic criteria, is the fantasies, sexual urges, or behaviors cause clinically significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. Absolutely not true. Yeah. Every single person interviewed said no. I've never even known that was a thing with him.
Yeah.
So that's an absolutely no one.
Yeah.
And then C, the third criteria is the fetish objects are not limited to articles of clothing.
Okay.
Used in cross-dressing.
Okay.
Or devices specifically designed for the purpose of tactile genital stimulation, like a vibrator.
Okay.
So 2 of the 3 diagnostic criteria are all, like, counted out.
Yeah.
So in my mind, that's proof enough to me that no, he does not have this deviant sexual fetish, you know?
So, and I'm just asking for a friend.
Please.
So, in order for something to be a fetish, it has to meet those 3? Or is this like a disorder...
This is
specific disorder related to a fetish. Like, can someone have a fetish without having a disorder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this is the disorder part of it becomes where it's like taking over a part of your life, and it becomes like an addiction kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, I need it now, or I'm gonna have an issue. You know, kind of.
Oh, okay.
I can't continue my day without.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Wearing this dress.
Okay, so people can have fetishes without it being like a mental health thing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So, those are, in my mind, that qualified him as fetish-free. I don't know. Fetishistic disorder-free, I will say.
Yeah, so he could have had a fetish.
Right.
But it was not to the point that, like... it would have caused death, or...
Right. Or it wasn't bleeding into his daily life to become a disorder where he needed it to continue daily life kind of thing, yeah.
I mean, it's very possible that he could have bought the clothes and then was planning on taking them out of the bag and using them later.
Maybe.
Right? But that's a lot of clothes. That's a lot of money to spend... money that the GCHQ or MI6, they'd be able to just do that. Oh, we need to make this look like, let's concoct a story, right about this guy. I mean, poor Garrett.
Yep.
It's
like a smear campaign. He was just this kind of
they
under
found
the radar
something out about them that they didn't want leaked, and then he had to be wiped out. You know,
and now he's the focus because look at him,
to light.
This weird guy who wants to wear women's clothing.
Weird. He looked at porn twice in 5 months. Oh my god, you know, like,
and he wants to wear dresses and high heels.
Look at that guy,
and he's naked in his bathroom.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, naked in his bathtub. I never, like, why I never, whatever. I don't know what the British say when something is like...
I don't either. Appalling?
I was about to say, great Scott! But...
I think that's us.
Yeah.
I don't know. So this one really just kind of... it was very interesting to me, but also I liked reading all of the possible scenarios that everybody kind of just came up with, honestly. Because it was like, you know, kind of like, geez, people, poor coroner. She was like, no.
Yeah.
Look at the facts, guys. Stop it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Yep.
I
don't know how we got sidetracked. I have no idea. It's us. We don't know how we get sidetracked. It just happens. So the update from the new... like when they relaunched or did like a review of it in 2021, and then they got the results or whatever from that in 2023.
That's toy your dog has there.
Yes, they want attention now. So a quote from Senior Investigating Officer Detective Chief Inspector, that's his whole title, by the way, Neil John.
So not Ron.
It's not Ron. It's not Ron, unfortunately.
Dang.
But he does have 2 first names as his first and last name, so Neil John.
Oh.
That's a fun one. So Senior Investigating Officer Detective Chief Inspector Neil John says, quote, new DNA evidence was found, and no new further lines of inquiry were identified. We have informed Gareth's family of the outcome, and our thoughts remain with them. So...
they don't care about him. Don't say that.
So they did reopen it. Well, it's been open, but like relaunch it in 2021. And they went over it all again with kind of like the more updated DNA things, you know, and they were still unable to find anything new. Although they were pretty sure, it was still not like for sure, that there might have been a slight print on one of the zipper pulls that wasn't his.
Okay.
But, you know, no new evidence, says Senior Investigating Officer Detective Chief Inspector Neil John.
What are you talking about? That's like a huge thing of evidence. What are you talking about? What the fuck is going on across the pond?
Yeah.
What is
and that's
happening
it. That's
over
all I have.
there,
That's
guys?
it.
What
That's
is
it.
happening over there? Somebody tell me.
Yep.
Somebody from the UK. What is happening over there?
Yup. And whatever you do.
Oh, I want to know whose fingerprint that was. So
don't look at porn sites in the UK.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Especially if it's bondage porn.
Yeah, no, you can't do anything in the UK anymore. But yeah, definitely don't look at porn.
Yeah. And you know what? Just for a better rule of thumb, don't buy any luggage that's big enough to fit in.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of like suitcase killings lately. Don't do that. Just don't buy those.
Yeah.
Buy a bunch of like really small ones and just take those. That's my advice.
Hilary's advice on how to stay alive.
Stay alive. Be weird and buy a lot of small luggage.
Yes, just tiny luggage that they'd have to cut up those pieces tiny.
That's right. And it'd be really awkward for them to be carrying and make it really ugly luggage too, so it stands out.
Yeah.
If it's you in pieces in there, people would be like, oh, that's terribly ugly. They would notice. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's terribly ugly. And what's that smell?
Exactly.
Because dead bodies smell bad.
Apparently. I've never smelled one. I don't want to.
Apparently it's one of those smells that like you smell it and like you never forget it. And so like from forever now, if you smell it again, you're like, someone's dead over there.
This is a really macabre connection.
That's my favorite.
Good. Okay. I have smelled bad meat, like rotting meat.
Oh, yes.
Hmm?
Ooh, maybe, but like times 10.
Maybe?
I guess. Okay. I don't know, but even,
that smells like yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it would get smellier the long. I mean, just like meat though, like it gets smellier the longer it's whatever. Yeah. Also, like the size of a body versus like the size of whatever meat it was, like it probably would be
it's ground beef
times 100. Yeah.
Which again, I know the more I describe it, the more it just kind of makes my face kind of like grimace. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because now I'm thinking of all of our lovely cannibal friends.
Poor Gareth. What I will say is it was not a personal thing.
I don't think so at all.
This is very professional, very clean, very like you just need to not exist anymore. Because had it been personal, there would have been evidence. Like had it been like a scorned woman or like a scorned boyfriend or like something, it would have been some mess. There would have been something. So this was very planned, very calculated, very clean. It must have been like they I don't know, maybe they did poison him. They poisoned him and then there would be evidence of that, so they had to make sure that his body would be unable to, they wouldn't be able to find the evidence. That's the only, I'm like 99%.
So you're on the government cover-up?
I'm on the government cover-up side of that, because cranking the heat all the way up when it's already hot, that's going to speed up the process, and MI6 would obviously know that. And that would probably be part of the plan. So that was probably the plan the whole time. We're going to go talk to this guy. He's going to let us in.
And I think that right there is a really key point, because I hadn't even thought about that. How'd they get in without being noticed? And I bet it was just, I recognized him, so I let him in.
They were probably just like, hey man, how about you tell us some of what you found?
Let's talk about your favorite thing, maths.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh, okay, I'll talk," because he loves talking about that stuff because it's his passion, and so he's like saying all this stuff, and the guy's like, "Huh, okay, cool, okay, well,
you look parched. It's hot. Here's some water."
Here's some water. Oh, it tastes kind of funny. No, it doesn't. Or like if it was a needle stick, ow, oh, yeah. Are you okay?
A nasty mosquito.
Yeah, it was a big bug that I just
whack
that I saw, and then just like inhaled and ate. Because I'd have to like get rid of evidence. Yep. So yeah, there's definitely a bug, but I snorted it just real quick.
I love that. Oh man, it's just. I didn't want it to get you again. I took care of it, don't worry.
Because if they hit it, it would probably be some kind of mark if they like smashed it, right?
That's true.
So they had to inhale the bug.
Gotcha. I got it. Oh, imagine if that's how we like saved our kids from bug bites. Like snorted the bug off of them instead of whacking it. That would be so weird.
Oh my god. If you ever see me at the playground just inhaling
my kid.
Just mind your business.
I'm saving their lives. But now you'll understand why. You'll make the connection. You'll be like, that must be Lisa.
Oh my god, Crime Chats, I love that show.
Oh my gosh, my cheeks hurt. That is it for this week. We are going to put Garrett to rest. Hopefully one day he will have his murderer brought to justice.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if it was the government, we're never going to know.
That's true. Unless they're, honest at some point, which is hard to believe, but...
If it was MI6 and they wanted that guy dead, then we're never going to know.
That's true.
So that, I mean, it's sad for his family. It's sad for, they have to, they have to live with the fact that their son was a sexual deviant who liked to dress like a woman.
That, it kills me because he wasn't. And that's what people will remember him as, because that's what the news put out.
And everyone believes what they see on TV.
Not that he was this highly intelligent, bright, mathematical genius code breaker, and he graduated with his master's by the time he was 21, and he was so kind, No,
yeah.
He was a sexual deviant.
We remember you, Garrett.
Yeah.
We remember you. You're super smart. And you got that master's degree at 21.
That's right.
Which, again, that birthday party must have been... Lit. 21 and you got a brand spanking new master's degree.
Shoot, the world is yours for 10 more years, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Died at 31.
So sad. And he was probably so excited. Mm-hmm. He was probably so excited to be, oh my god, MI6.
That's probably dream job.
I'm so smart. Yeah, all of his dreams came true, and then a week later it ended for him.
Yep.
And no one even knew about it until a week later because they had to make sure that he had started decomposing well. He was well decomposed before the cops found him. But then they didn't even find him for another 8 days because this is the UK.
Bumbling Ron lives on.
So, rules for staying alive.
Be weird.
Be weird. Be loud.
Be loud.
Don't buy luggage that you could fit into.
Mm-hmm.
And if you must get murdered, if you have to get murdered, don't do it in the UK.
Right.
Don't get murdered in the UK.
Because you will never be justified. Is that the right use? That doesn't sound right.
You'll never get justice.
Yeah, why was that so hard for me?
All right, well, thank you for listening, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.